typically I see happening is that they look at their leads are up, life is good, leads drop, then they run out and they go spend money, and then they're kind of chasing it backwards. So I think it's important to look at your cost per lead. Number one, because the other aspect that I see franchisors make a mistake of is that they think the most important thing is the number of leads. And I will give credit to Joe Matthews. If you don't know Joe Matthews, he's always said, how many leads does it take to sell a franchise? You know, the misconception is it's 100 because it's a 1% closure ratio, but the reality is it's just one. One good lead, you can get a good franchise out of it. So you have to look at it from the standpoint of the quality of the type of leads that you're generating. So cost per lead, you could be generating a lot of leads, and if they're not the right type of candidate, not the right type of fit, your cost per lead obviously may be dropping, but you might not be getting the right type of prospect. So I think my takeaway from it is the fact that the brands that aren't tracking that are being very reactive versus really having a substantial plan put together, a substantial budget, managing that budget, and then also looking at the effectiveness of the campaigns that you have in place from not only lead generation, but also the quality of the type of leads that you're generating. An indicator that I've always looked at would be applications. So that seems to be a real key sticking point to the fact that are these the right types of candidates that you're driving into lead generation. So Scott, your take?
From my standpoint, we map out our marketing calendar much like they do on the consumer side of our business, so that we know what are we trying to do from a PR standpoint, how much are we running on portals these months, how much are we spending on a monthly basis for pay-per-click, so that we are constantly looking at, okay, where's the money being spent, what's the lead flow look like, again, to Sean's point, tracking applications so we can see what's the quality of the lead flow. We've created, because we obviously utilize FranConnect, and we create statuses so that we get somebody to an application stage, we're tracking how many qualified applications we're getting, how many unqualified applications we're getting. We track it back to the lead source so that we say, okay, this is somewhere we're going to spend more money, less money, and so if you're not tracking it, you're basically walking out there without a compass. And to Sean's point, you become reactionary to where you're like, okay, I need to add more portals. Well, not necessarily. Just because you're getting more leads doesn't mean they're the right quality. And so from our standpoint, having that guideline and that map gives us monthly data to be able to see where they're coming from, what they're looking like, and how many are we actually transacting and closing to. So if you're not mapping that, you have no idea where to start a budget from, or really where to make those adjustments when things aren't going the direction that you want them to go. And that's the key thing. Over the course of a year, they're going to go up, they're going to go down, and what little tweaks are you going to need to be able to make, as opposed to making big turns left and right, say, hey, we're shifting all this from here to there. So.